If you want to know how agents feel about something, you go to the comments. I pulled the 5 most liked comments from the news that Compass went on a shopping spree this week. One thing I know, Compass is great at spending money they don't have. No. I see you there. You could make the argument, right, that whether it was money from investors or even the money that they're getting from Morgan Stanley to fund this purchase, yeah, they tend to do a lot with other people's money. But at the core of it, I agree with you. Compass is great at spending money they don't have. At what point do monopoly laws apply? Now, this one came up a ton. Different people were bringing up this topic of like, hey, if nationally number 1 is buying number 2, is that a monopoly? So what will likely be argued is that all real estate is local. And locally, real estate is super fragmented, even though it rolls up to these national numbers. And so a monopoly only technically happens when one player is so large that it controls pricing or it excludes competition. I don't think either of those things are really going to be happening. This transaction will go to review by the federal government. If they see something wrong with it, they're likely to put conditions on the agreement. They're not as likely to block it though. If I wanted to be a Compass agent, I would have joined Compass. This one speaks to culture, right? This one speaks to, I really love the feeling of my brand and I don't want to lose it. I think Compass would be dumb to just try to, stick a logo on offices and say, hey, you're Compass now. I think the smart business move is to make sure that they're preserving that culture that has worked this long. And so in my head, they're going to try to find a way to take that fire and just pour gas on it. I don't think they are dumb enough to just mess what's already working for a lot of these really great brands. Wow, more fun news that has nothing to do with me buying and selling houses. Back to work. Yeah, right? Like macro news, it's a big deal and everyone's talking about it, but then it kind of goes away and you go back to how do I help my clients? Speaking of which, this was the number 1 liked comment across all of the top real estate channels. In the end, sellers and buyers don't care who the brokerage is. They do business with the agent whom they have a relationship. Compass just gave 300,000 plus agents the tools they need to sell more homes for their clients. Anywhere to go but up. Oh, that's clever. At its core, this whole agreement is about consumers. This is about how do you have this platform that helps consumers with their transaction. And at the heart of it, the brokerage is just a logo on the wall. What really matters is that relationship they have with their agent. And if this tool, this platform, this brand can help these agents be able to better serve their clients, that's what makes it worth it. And I think Compass, trying to play chess, not checkers, is going to try to find a way to take the platform they built, take it down to its essentials and be able to offer that to more agents, right? There's a lot of questions as to, do these new brands get access to the Compass platform? Typically integrations take a year. They're not going to just be able to plug in directly, but you can see a future where they take a version of the platform and offer it to the wider family of brands. That's the one.